My tarot room is completely trashed. Christmas did quite a number on it. I had presents hidden in here, so I couldn't put things away. I've got play tables dismantled in here, which is stopping me getting to the cupboard where I hang my laundry. So there's laundry piling up now. There was furniture that had to come out of Busby's room. That's where the play table is from, which stopped access to the big cupboard in the corner. Look, I've got Christmas presents here still to put away. Christmas really seemed to do a number on the room. I think it was because it involved moving furniture around for some of the presents. I don't feel like I've only got this one spot to stand on, and it's a really horrible feeling. I know it looks terrible. Like I say, it's not normally as bad as this, because I need this corner, I need the cupboard, and I need this corner clear. And I think this vintage writing bureau I'm going to move. So I'm looking at the minute at all the things that are in this suitcase on top. Ukuleles, Barbies, mini artworks. And this should be my apothecary, but look, it's my cupboard of shame. Big confession time. My low-buy year had some spends within it. Look, some sale bargains, some second-hand decks that came up at a price I couldn't resist. The Hay House sale got me. FOMO got me with decks I couldn't find. I think there were about 14 decks in here that were bought across the year. Some dirt cheap second-hand, a couple of books. And I felt so guilty every time that I just put them in this cupboard and shut the door on them. Most of them are still in their plastic. So why have I got so much stuff around me to declutter? It's that mindless consumerism that has suddenly crept up on me. Look, there are 10 oracles and 5 tarot. What's that? Oh, Christmas present. 11 oracle. Underneath all of that, there's some Lego not completed yet. Some little crochet frames. I don't know what to do with those. There's a screen protector. And then there's candles and little spells in progress, room sprays, wands in this side. There's some incense here. Now this incense, I don't really like that one box. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. Old jewellery I was going to throw out, that can go in the charm box. My shells. Bloody difficult woman, that was a gift off my last boyfriend. He wasn't wrong and I'm proud of it. There's a little bag of lavender. I'm going to put that lavender in one of the empty glass jars. I've got bags of stuff with empty jars next to them. That seems a bit crazy to me. There's all sorts of different herbs in there. Let's put that in a nicer jar. May as well use the nice jars. More empty bottles, which that resin can go into, surely. Candles and an incense holder. And my little poppet doll. So the room sprays, I'm going to keep those out because the one that I've already got out, I'm loving because the bottle's where I need it. So just need to find a home for it. And look, I thought this was just an empty gift box, but I found my crystal key, which, I'm so excited about that. There's Tilly's Lego window, which is really precious. I've got some Chalice Well water still there. And let's use the vintage box. And no, we won't because it doesn't fit. So plan B. So while I'm thinking of a home for all of these bits and pieces and candles and incense holders, I'm just going to put it all in this vintage box for now. I do think I'm going to move this cupboard though. I'm going to move the sewing machine out and the sewing machine table. There's just too many big pieces of furniture, that's all. And finally, I've realised I can put that resin in glass bottles. There you go, the penny finally dropped. Use your nice glass bottles. Should be a t-shirt printed for witches with that on it. But I realised that I am allowed to like things but still get rid of them because I haven't got the space. But my matches can go in there rather than having that horrible plastic. Yeah, so the furniture's difficult for me. I love furniture and I never want to get rid of furniture that I love, and I love all these like vintage bureaus. I have got to get rid of some stuff because I'm constantly rejigging the same 4 cupboards and the same few tables, and really I need half the amount of tables and half the amount of cupboards, and then I wouldn't be constantly trying to make it work. But this cupboard I think I'm going to keep because I just love all the little units, although it does look a lot nicer dusted, I have to say. So now I found another old suitcase. This is like a old doctor's bag. I love this bag. I have a thing for vintage furniture and vintage bags and suitcases and vintage clothes. I have a thing for quite a number of different things you can buy, which is part of the problem. So I'm giving this a good clean out. Those incense sticks that I wasn't overly keen on, I'm going to put in the bottom, just to give it a slightly nicer smell, because I'm decided to pack all of the decks that I felt I shouldn't have bought in a low buy year. The decks that were bought for various reasons, but some of them more mindless spending. They're going away in here for the rest of the year because I'm on a no buy year and I'm not getting those out this year. Those 2 were at Christmas. I might send that other oracle back. Tilly's special Lego window needs pride of place somewhere. Right, so what's in these drawers? Now, in my head I think it's writing stuff, stationery, cards, vintage stationery. Look at that, that's rather nice. There's things like batteries and Allen keys, stuff like that in these drawers. So I think, let's find out. There's, oh my gosh, these writing books. I've had that writing book for years and never used it. Yeah, these are cards. Now, part of me wants to just chuck them all out, but I've asked some people to be pen pals with me this year. So I am going to hold on to them. I'm going through all the old Christmas cards that never got sent. I'm looking through because I might have a plan for some of those Christmas cards, but I've got to watch that I don't do that too often. This is how I store things and end up in a mess, because I see the potential in everything. There's a lovely Aberystwyth card I got sent. Oh, look, more writing books. Do I need 3? I don't. I'm going to get rid of 2 and keep 1. I haven't written a letter in years and yet I've got 3 books in there. That's a rather smaller pile of things, isn't it? Some more lovely writing cards to keep. And I have got some school photos here. I have another drawer with school photos in the lounge, so all of these rogue photos can come out. And I've got letters that have been sent to me by you lovely lot that I keep. These are in the wrong place as well. More school photos. Now, these are duplicates. I have big ones up on the wall, and I've been keeping these because I want to do the kids some memory books and put their own versions of the photos in. So I am going to keep those. Just bag them all up and keep them together. Halloween lights, those can go in with the candles. Yeah, batteries, I knew there were batteries in here somewhere. I do have a different place for batteries. Part of decluttering is finding a home for everything, so that's what I'm doing as well. But look at this, doesn't that look better? It's all clean. Other things have been put in new homes. The drawers are actually empty. So now this unit. We're getting on to really sentimental things here. These are my collections. So the snow globes and the swans. So I'm going to go through and I'm actually going to say, do I actually want them? I want the white heart one. Oh, this angel one is so beautiful. Look at her. She looks like she's offering up prayers. So that could be brilliant for spell work. I'm keeping that one. Now the glass paperweights are actually originally Poppy's collection, but she didn't want them in her room anymore. So I'm going to have a look at them and make an initial decision, but I need to check with Poppy first. I'm not decluttering the kids' stuff without them with me. So I think just that big blue dolphin, the broken deer, I love it, but I think that can go. There's a doll there which I didn't particularly want, that one can go. Spanish couple dancing, that the water's going down in that, I think that one can go. And this Las Vegas one, although it's musical, I've never been to Las Vegas. Whereas Jordan I brought this paperweight literally outside of that temple, so I'm keeping that one. Well, that's broken and losing water, so that one can go. That's another one of Poppy's paperweights. I think that one can go, but I'll check. Oh, this angel one, I'm keeping that. That's beautiful. Oh, no, the kids got me this mom one. St. Michael's Mate, I'm going to get rid of that one. But I'm going to keep the Cyprus one. So this one was got to me by the kids. And I think I'm just going to keep that one because it reminds me of my old dog. And Paris, I brought that actually in Paris on a very eventful trip, so I'm keeping that. Oh, this is hard. Okay, come to a decision. Right, I'm going to get rid of all of this pile. Phew. So, it's the second day in here. I tried to straighten up all the shelves. And I've got books and I've got journals and I've got oracles and I've got tarot. And I spent ages doing it and I stood back and I hated it. And it's still too busy. There's still too much stuff and I don't know what to do about it. There's also weights and a step ladder for good measure. But at least that corner's done, look. So I've spent a bit longer and there's more laundry in here. Oh my God, more bedding, more laundry. And I've really decided I need to empty these shelves a bit. So I've been pulling them around the play table, yes, that I know is still in here. Oh, there's so much to do. But look at these shelves, the space. I'm beginning to learn the art of seeing empty space as an object in its own right. Empty space. So I want to get rid of the tarot decks being out as visual clutter. So I'm in the lounge now and I have another wicker basket in here with bits of fabric in that I used to photograph tarot cards on. There's old paperwork in here. There's some of the kids' drawings. Oh, look, there's even clutter in here. But I need the basket because I want to hide some of the decks. So back to these busy shelves, I'm trying to create space on. I've been sorting through the books and I've decided just to keep the bottom shelves book heavy on either side. So this middle bottom shelf, I want to empty it and it's got on there all sorts of books to do with plants and garden witchery and nature witchery and things to do with the Celtic myths of Britain and British folk art and English magic, things to do with my own culture. Look, there's a book there, The Tribes of Britain, Celtic Magic, which is one I really want to read. So Celtic myths as well. It's all the stuff that I really want to study. Oh, this book, I'm going to keep this one out because I've got plans for that book this year. So you can see the type of thing I've got on this middle shelf. It's to do with the strands of witchcraft that really fascinate me, and the majority of these books are unread, which is awful really to have so many unread books. The Arthurian Tarot, I need to keep that out. Right, let's just take these down because they're adding to the clutter. Now, can you see what I've done? I've moved the book heavy shelves either side towards the bottom, and I've kept that middle panel free. I love it. I love the fact there's more space. Ignore that, all that up there. That's just current art projects I've got going with the kids. And look at this, there's real space to breathe. The tarot decks are in those suitcases and wicker baskets. But the rest of the room, try not to hyperventilate if you're a neat freak. Amy, if you're watching, I'm sorry. That cupboard's good, just focus on that. Oh dear. This is called cracking eggs to make an omelette. Let's stay calm, refocus. We're going to do the piano. Look, I found a useful box behind the freezer. Who knew? Right, telescope. We never use it. We can sell that. That's all stuff for the charity shop. Let's go and put that in the car. Right, these are decks and empty boxes I want to take upstairs. So this really is now just general clutter, bits of jewellery left lying around, the odd deck here, books that I want to read, there's some art resources lying around. This literally is a mess because I don't have designated homes for things. This is an English supernatural map which needs to go on the bookshelf. I'm even going to declutter the wall behind it, take down some fairy lights, take down a picture. And look at that now. I think that looks amazing. I've got white space on the wall. I have swapped the chair out for a basket and my music books are in that little basket seat. So now just this, which is my altar table over the dog crates. I really need to be careful with this artwork because all this artwork is really precious to me. I'm going to move that out the way. I need to move the sewing machine table out. I've got old journals here. There's a knitting table there to move out. And look, I've moved the furniture out. I've rejigged the writing bureau that I started with. And I have got rid of the knitting table and put that the other side. I've cleared off all the extras. I've got tarot decks in there now. So it's the start of March and it's a few weeks since all the last filming, and this is the state of play at the moment. I've re-put the fairy lights back out because I was just missing those too much, and I've tried to make an ancestor altar there. Still not using that wall unit because I can't get to it. I put my sewing machine back out, but look, the doll's house, which is normally by the front door, has had to go there for now because I had to make space by the front door to get new beds and stuff in for my little boy's bedroom makeover. So I've still got this unit here to kind of make a cosy little nook for me here at my tarot table. And I'm still not sure. Look, I've got the green rug that didn't work in my son's bedroom makeover, so I've pinched it so my feet are warm. Oh, and let me just show you my week ahead spread done with the Reclaim Oracle. Wow, it made me cry. That deck's really something else. So you can see I'm still pretty cluttered, and I've still got this unit behind me. I put all my trolls out at the back, look, which I just love. I think that looks fantastic. And I've slowly been decluttering bits and pieces. I've got all my incense together now, which I love. And I've got tarot cloths and the odd journal in there and decks under there. And this side of the room, hang on a minute, why are there no fairy lights on? Oh, here comes Luna, wondering what I'm up to. Okay, fairy lights on, that's way better. So the shelves over here are so much better. There's some clear space on them. I need to put the doll's house back by the front door. I'm still not absolutely certain about the flow of furniture here. There's Luna wondering what I'm doing. The piano space is much nicer now just to start playing it. Yeah, it's just made me realise how much stuff I've got, because I have decluttered carfuls out of here, and yet still it feels so busy and still it feels so jam-packed. The shelves, I'm enjoying some of the empty space on the shelves. I think that's worked really nicely. So let's just be positive. For a first pass through, it's okay. I can sit here, I can put my feet up, I can enjoy some of the empty space. Look at those shelves up there. Some of them are more space than stuff. So first pass through complete. So now some before and after shots that I've tried to screen capture with my finger in. That's the ancestor altar that was a dumping ground before. It's cleared off a little bit now and more organised. Those were the shelves before, absolutely rammed with different things, no space at all. Now there are some areas with nothing in, which I love. This was the piano area, again another dumping ground, incense and old letters. Now much clearer and inviting me to come and play. And this was the shot towards my tarot desk with the sewing machine behind me. And that's a shot now with that unit behind me. So that's it, guys. The first pass through my tarot room, which is being asked to do a lot, so it's always going to be busy because it's got piano in here, it's got all my books, it's got all my witchcraft stuff, it's got all my tarot stuff, it's where the laundry dries as well, it's where the dog crates need to be. So it's never going to be minimal, but we do our best. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.